Thieves are not just any thieves. This man stole $208 million in 1 month. Without anyone noticing. Where there's sugar, right there is an ant. There were robbers eyeing his stolen property. Uses remote bombs to control everything. Created a game that cost countless lives. The film begins with a car that explodes without cause. One city was thrown into an uproar by him. This man named Matt Turner, co-founder of the global investment company STB Capital, while working out, listening to the news that just happened, and this old dude named Under Muller, Capital STB leader, the real boss of the company. And this lady named Hader Turner, wife of Mad. Hader asked Mad to take care of their 2 children. While he was seeing business associates, drove to school, pick them up and accompany them for a full day. Mad wants to refuse. Job is to talk to clients, persuade them to invest. The presence of children certainly interferes with his work, but Hader don't care about all those reasons. Mad has to keep their child. This little princess named Emily. Turner has his own world with a smartphone. This teenage son named Jack, a rebel, seek the attention of parents. Indeed, basically, Matt and Hader a busy type of person, pampering children with facilities and money. For no apparent reason, Jack openly said he wanted to skip school and go, leaving Matt. Only Amelia followed. Matt gets in the car, preparing to go to school, but Matt's character is a highly disciplined person. He still follows Jack, forced him into a car in the middle of the street.
Get in the car right now!
On the way, Matt contacted Carl as request. Under persuaded him to reinvest. Despite having lost 3 million euros in the stock market, Mad used memories of their past friendships during 18 years to persuade him. How to expect abundant wealth. If you lose just a little, have given up. You know, if we can touch someone's weakest point, we can control it. Carol doesn't come out. He continued to invest despite a €3 million loss.
Did you win, Daddy?
I caught a fish. Someone important?
Shortly after, heard the sound of a phone call, but none of their phones are ringing.
It's not mine.
It's not mine.
Apparently, there was a battered cell phone that rang. Calls from hidden numbers. Heard someone's voice using the voice modification tool. Like a robotic voice saying hello. Mad tell if there's a bomb right under the seat. Place Mad sit. Mad thinks it's just a threat of ignorant people, and instantly shut it down the next second. Incoming message. Photo where Matt is having lunch with his wife and children. Suddenly Matt almost hit another car at a red light. Because it was too focused on looking at the photo, Matt immediately turned towards Jack's school. On the way, the battered cell phone rang again. Matt ignored it, lowering the volume, then felt under the chair. And it turns out that there really is something there. To make sure that, Matt stopped at the edge of the road, took his phone, then took some photos under the chair. Instantly Matt's body trembled. It was indeed a bomb activated with weight scales. If the weight on the chair decreases, the bomb was bound to explode. Matt can't get out of the chair if he wants to live. Battered cell phone rang again. This time, Matt dared not ignore it anymore. The man asked Matt to continue driving, following the direction of the road.
The device is connected. There's a secondary trigger. I will detonate.
From behind, Matt noticed there is one motorcycle that continues to follow Matt. Continued to take the road turns to make sure if the motor, it does follow him. Matt thought the biker was the caller. Suddenly, the caller asked for Matt to take Jack's phone and Amelie, and then throw it. Of course, these 2 rebellious children immediately refused. Asked the reason why Matt did it? Can't persuade his son. Matt deliberately stopped the car, made the biker fall. But it turns out that the writer is Jack's lover named Mila, who purposely follow them. I have an appointment to skip together. Felt his attempt failed. Matt directly stepped on the gas, leaving Mila, then told the truth. If a criminal puts a bomb in their car, the villain wants to throw away Jack and Emily's phones. In the end, Jack gave up. He handed over his phone, let Matt throw it away with Emily's phone. After that, the caller told Matt to come. Locations that have been marked. Matt just stepped on the gas towards that place. Continued, the caller ordered. Matt picked up the phone from Matt's co-worker named Selvian. Selvian's car was also fitted with the same bomb, with the same weight sensor. Unfortunately, Selvian's lover can't calm down under the pressure of death. He kept forcing his way out of the car, until finally, a policeman saw a commotion in the car, and told Selvian and her lover to get out of the car. Selvian keeps refusing, but Selvian's lover quickly unlocked the car, and moved out of his chair suddenly. A massive explosion happened, killed Selvian and his lover. With that cop, quickly Matt stepped on the gas, go from there. Unwittingly, CCTV recorded his departure. The caller, deliberately exposing all those so that Matt would not dare to challenge his orders, proves if the bomb it installed, it could literally kill. Matt also finds out who the caller is by asking what he did wrong, thus making the caller intend to harm him. But the caller once again threatened, "Don't find out. Don't disobey his orders, just simply do it." Then told Matt to call haters, asked her to take all the money stored in the safe. Bank egg. Unfortunately, the hater number could not be reached, like purposely turning his phone off. Continue, Matt contact Christina because hater said goodbye this morning to meet Christina. Unfortunately, Christina is also not with hater. With guilt, Christina told Matt the truth. If hater went to see a divorce lawyer, he intends to make divorce papers to divorce Matt. Matt was so shocked to hear that. Why is that? Hater has never mentioned divorce. Next, Matt searched the lawyer's phone number on the internet and contacted her directly. Asked the lawyer to give his phone to the hater, on the grounds that their child is in trouble. Matt explained, if there is a serious problem going on to hater, someone had planted a bomb in their car. Hater had to go to Egg Bank, took all the money stored inside the safe there. If hater called the police, the bomb will detonate. They will all die.
Go to the AIG. They will ask to speak to me. Heather, I'm sorry.
Afterwards, the caller asks Matt to find a place to hide, waiting for hater to arrive at Egg Bank. Here Matt thought of an idea. He pressed the mute button on a battered cell phone call and opened a news channel. Now the city has gone viral, with 3 bombs going off, killed many lives. All those bombs were allegedly designed by the same person. For a while, the police found that the perpetrators were terrorists, and one suspicious car has been investigated by CCTV. Leaving the scene in a hurry, Jack started to get emotional, blaming the father for forcing her into the car. Now he's stuck. Could die any time in that car? Matt could only calm Jack down. He promised to get them both out. Whatever way. The next second, hater called. Matt immediately turned off the mute button on the battered phone. They reconnected. The caller asked Matt to come to Egg Bank, told hater to put the money in the trunk, and left right after. But when he arrived in front of the bank, the caller changed the plan. Had hater hand over to the person in the blue suit sitting in the park. All of a sudden, after the money was handed over, heavily armed police were arriving. Caught the man in the blue suit. It's with hater. The caller deliberately called the police. REPORTING the whereabouts of Matt, who intends to take money in Egg Bank. Increase one more. This is attention. Police focused chasing Matt, while the caller started talking about the Dark Dana, investor money of 208 million euros deposited in Dubai. The caller told Matt to go to one location, where Under was waiting for him. The Dark Fund will be discussed together Under. Matt tripped back, hit the mute button, then told Jack, notice the photo of the bomb under his seat. Is there a little cell phone? True as expected, Matt. There was a small cell phone assembled with the bomb as remote controller. Along the way, news has made Matt's face a suspect. The main bombing. He is now the most wanted fugitive. Hater called back. The person speaking was Detective Angela. Brigman had Matt turn himself in and release the children. Course Matt couldn't do? The bomb will explode if the weight is reduced. Matt is willing to talk. He gave conditions to Detective Angela. The caller controls the trigger over the telephone network. Network should be shut down and they can talk. After hanging up the phone, Matt again presses the mute button. The caller is back connected. Asks Matt immediately to go to the location that has been marked. After 2 minutes, Matt arrives at an abandoned factory where the freight train tracks drove one after another. Under very angry, why Matt was so heartless to put a bomb in his car. Matt tried to explain if he wasn't the culprit. But Under continues to blame. Matt urged him to say, "What is the meaning of the bomb?" The caller again asked for Matt force Under. Signed a €208 million Dana disbursement in Dubai. Under became increasingly angry. He refused to sign the disbursement. He assumed Matt wanted to rob him. Robbed himself of all that money. Matt forced to threaten Under. If Under still refuses, Matt had to finish him off. Got a death threat. Under directly signed the disbursement. Now live signing from Matt. Then that money will be completely cashed out. Next, the caller again told Matt to open the dashboard. There was a gun. Matt must take between two options. Shot Under, or the car was blown up. And it turns out, Matt can't do it. He could not finish off the friend who had been with him, and all of a sudden, after the train was blocking the view, Under car instantly exploded. Pieces of the explosion made Jack, and Emily was hurt. Saw his son hurt. Matt doesn't care about the caller's orders anymore. He immediately stepped on the gas, leaving the place. What the caller is after is money. Matt sure as long as the money has not been transferred, the caller wouldn't dare detonate the bomb. Matt kept speeding along the street. Even though there's a lot of police chasing, Matt kept driving away from the chase until he arrived at the underground tunnel. Without a doubt, Matt drove straight into the tunnel.
Sabot.
No, you're not.
Signal suddenly disappears. Blocked tunnel wall. Two police motorcycles drove in front, like showing the way. On arrival outside the tunnel, there's been a lot of police waiting to shut down the access road. Matt besieged in this place, but this is what Matt wants. As long as the signal is disconnected, the caller won't be able to detonate the bomb. Detective Angela is holding everyone back from shooting.
You have to try him, please.
Heater is also there, but the police didn't let him get close. Spotter robot was soon taken down. Search for the whereabouts of bombs around the car. As Matt said, bomb is underneath the seat, with a weight trigger system. Detective Angela begins to believe. Put down his gun, slowly walked closer to Matt's car to talk. Matt only has one goal, asking the detective. Angela got her two children out of the car quickly. To bomb squad officers were immediately assigned. Find out if there's also a bomb underneath the passenger seat. And it turns out, the bomb was only installed underneath Mark's seat. All car doors immediately removed. Emily was the first one to be let out. Ew. Next turn, Jack was removed from the car. Matt asked the detective. Angela let him talk to Hader. Apologize for everything that has been. Maybe he's not a good father, leaving the family without attention for work. But now he has regretted it. If there is a longer lifetime, it will change everything. Matter feel touched. He promised, if Matt comes back, they will start it again as a whole family. Matt feels calm. His family is safe. It's the caller's turn to chase. He realized Detective Angela didn't believe him. Only one option. Arrest the caller yourself without the help of the police. Right then and there, Matt directly stepped on the gas, broke through police blockades. The chase continues, and the network signal is back on. The caller was very angry. He urged Matt immediately sign the transfer agreement, but Matt don't care if the caller wants the money. Determine the place. They had to meet for eyes as expected. The caller did not dare to detonate the bomb. Money is the main thing for him if Matt dies. Before signing, plan he designed assembling. With capital, that does not end in vain. The color indicated his location, where many people were demonstrating. Matt had to wait for him there in the crowd.
Just in a tune for one.
A moment later, a masked man entered the car. This person is the caller, holding a bomb trigger in his hand, telling Matt to run the car, looking for a quiet place. When the mask was unmasked, apparently the person behind the mask is Under for money under trapping Matt in a game of death. Matt thought Under died in an explosion beside the train, but the moment the train passed gave the opportunity Under out from the car and detonated his own car. Worse yet, Under designed to Matt, who was the suspect in the bombing of the everyone, not just robbing but Under intends to torture Matt to death in prison. He had recorded the last conversation, where Matt said it would kill Under. Matt must immediately sign the disbursement and make the transfer, otherwise the tape will be handed over to the police. Matt can't deny the evidence at all. He has lost, but there's one thing Andal didn't think of. In the car there were only the two of them. If the car explodes, they died both. For Matt to die in prison is more embarrassing. Die with people who hurt families was his last resort. Matt refuses to be signed. He doesn't care if Under blows up the car, stepped on the accelerator, drove in the direction of the bridge, hit a lamppost in the middle of the bridge, got that car tilted, almost fell into the river. Bomb trigger phone slips from hand Under, stuck on the bridge fence, when Under tried to take back the trigger phone. Matt immediately took off his seatbelt and jumped into the river. The car exploded. Its weight sensors have been triggered. Under has been killed in an explosion, while the Matt managed to survive. No one knows. Under died in that car, disappeared along with all the evidence. People assume the Under has died beside the train track. While for the bombing, Jack and Emily's testimony about the caller threatening their father made Matt despite the charges. 208 million euros stolen from investors within a month was declared missing with the bombers. Matt made a statement that the money was already transferred to the perpetrator. Under threat, Matt was only sentenced to 6 months in prison for the unhealthy investments hurt many investors. That actually happened. You're a 208.000 now. 2 belong to Matt alone. Use that money to get back to life with his family. And the story ends.